What if I told you that the future of the global financial system isn't being decided in New York or London, but on the frozen shores of Antarctica? There's an island there that carries the name of the richest dynasty in history, the Rothschilds. In our last episode, we showed you how Ripple executives traveled to Antarctica with some of the world's top bankers, dropping cryptic tweets before their trip. We also uncovered how Russia officially tested Ripple and how its central bank included XRP in official reports. But friends, that was just the tip of the iceberg. Welcome back, this is Katz. Today we're diving even deeper. Why did Ripple land in the elite club of the Bank for International Settlements? What connects the Rothschilds to XRP? And most importantly, why is Wall Street already preparing for the first XRP ETF? Let's break it down. So, the Rothschild Island. In 2021, Ripple's key figures, Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larsen, and David Schwartz, traveled there. Their tweets were impossible to ignore. This changes everything. Around the same time, Lagarde and Klaus Schwab also hinted at a visit to the southern continent. And here's where it gets interesting. For centuries, the Rothschild name has been tied to global finance. This dynasty managed gold reserves, shaped central banks, and influenced entire economies. So if Ripple's leadership flew to Rothschild Island alongside the world's elite, do you think they were talking about startups and marketing? Hardly. Everything points to XRP being prepared for a role far bigger than just a payments token. But the story doesn't end there. Just 2 years later, Ripple shows up in official documents from the Bank for International Settlements, BIS. This is the organization often called the Central Bank of Central Banks. July 2023, BIS publishes its participant list for the Cross-Border Payments Working Group. No surprises, MasterCard, SWIFT, Deutsche Bank, Bank of China, Wells Fargo, Societe Generale. But suddenly, Ripple appears, the only company on the list with an active crypto network, XRPL, the only one with a real traded asset, XRP. Not symbolism, facts. Ripple is being discussed at the same table as the world's biggest banks, as part of the financial infrastructure of the future. So why would BIS, a body that usually works entirely in the shadows, openly list Ripple among its participants? The answer is simple. Ripple stopped being a private fintech startup. It has become part of the global architecture being built by central banks and corporations. Fast forward to summer 2025. In the clearing lists of DTCC, the company that settles trades for NASDAQ, a new set of tickers appears: XRP ETFs, AXRP, XRPI, XRPR, XRPT, UXRP. To be clear, tickers don't just appear in DTCC by accident. Adding them is preparation for listing. The exact same process happened with Bitcoin right before the first ETFs launched. And now we're seeing the same thing, but with XRP. Multiple funds are filing at once. Grayscale, Bitwise, Canary Capital, CoinShares, Franklin Templeton, 21 Shares, Wisdom Tree. The market expects a decision by the end of October, and all signs point to XRP becoming the next asset, after Bitcoin and Ethereum, to have a spot ETF. That means a brand new wave of demand. Pension funds, hedge funds, institutional investors, the ones locked out of crypto until now, but who control trillions of dollars? Let's connect the dots. The mysterious flights to Rothschild Island, Ripple's official presence at BIS next to the world's biggest banks, and now the signals from Wall Street that XRP ETFs are coming. These aren't three separate coincidences. They're one line, a line pointing to XRP being prepared for a new role, possibly as the currency to replace the dollar itself. The big players have already made their move, but each of us still has a chance to take part in this game. That's why we built Katz Wallet. Katz Wallet keeps your keys with you. No commissions, top bank level security, staking, airdrops, and tools to track whale moves in real time. While the elite designs a new financial system, you can keep control of your assets in your own hands. If XRP really is being built into the global financial system, its future value won't be measured in cents. It'll be measured in thousands of dollars. The question isn't if, the question is when. So subscribe, hit like, and ring the bell, because in our next videos, we'll uncover even more shocking evidence that the world is already preparing for life after the dollar.